sections. In this video, we'll discuss Power App settings, and also we'll discuss how to set an icon to a Canvas app, and what is the data row limit we have in the settings, and how you can increase or how you can decrease that. And also we have a display orientation, that also will discuss how we can set up landscape or portrait modes inside your app. And also we have a different orientations also, we'll discuss about that. So for that, I'm opening Power Apps homepage. In the Power App homepage, we have a first option called Canvas app from blank. We'll create this one. So I'm creating a app named as RS app, and we have two formats, tablet format and phone format. I'm selecting this phone format, click create. So once we click that, and it will open the Power App Studio. In the Power App Studio, we can add the controls and we can do some kind of actions here. So first, what I'm trying to do is I'll add something here. Before adding that, I'm trying to add a data connection. So click this one and search for your data connection. I'm trying to add a shape and data connection, which I already created here. So click this one. Now it's trying to load the sites which is available here. So we have this RSIT site. So inside that, I'm trying to add a products. Click connect. Now it will show that, sorry, it is added, but we are not added the form here. So for that, inside, go to forms, click edit form. Now the edit form is added here, and then you can expand this. I'm not going to design much here, and then I'll select the data connection which we are selected just now. That's a products. I'm selecting that. Now I can able to see the columns here. Now we have created this app, and we'll go to the settings page and we'll see what are the settings we have for this app. So in the general settings, we have name. If you want to change the name, when you are creating, it is asking for the name, and then you can able to change from here. Then description is optional. If you want to enter something, you can enter. And the next one is app icon. Now we have couple of icons here. Now it is showing the edit icon. I will change this icon first. Now I'll put some star mark here. Now the star mark is added. Come here, the background is blue color. If you don't like this blue color, if you want to change that, and there is a background fill option here, click this background fill option. It will show you couple of colors here, or if you want to get it from the custom, yes, you can get it from the custom also. You can pick any one of the color and then click outside. The color will apply here. Now then, this is icon fill. Now this is background fill, this is icon fill. Icon is in white color. If you don't like that white color, if you want to change that color, you can change. Now this is in a blue color. So this way you can change the background color and you can change the icon color also. Now we have other option here. This is auto save option. Save changes every 2 minutes. This is a browser level settings. If you make it off, and this will not save automatically, and you need to save manually, and you have to go to file and then you have to save manually. And this is about data row limit. Here the message stating that set how many rows are retrieved from server based connections where delegation is not supported. So if the delegation is not supported, and then what is the maximum row you want to fetch. Now here you can decrease this one like 200, 100, but I'll try to increase to 2001. When I come outside, now the message saying that this value needs to be between 1 and 2000. The limit of the data row when it is retrieving, the maximum limit is 2000 items, not more than that. So if you enter 2000 and you are not seeing any warning message. Now the next one is enable the new data source selection feature. For Microsoft Dataverse, suggested tables are provided. You can also use the Microsoft Dataverse views for filtering. You must first remove an existing Microsoft Dataverse data source before you toggle this feature, and this optional does not work for the Windows player. This is about the Microsoft Dataverse, that said CDS, And if you want to improve the source experience of the Microsoft Dataverse view, and you have to work with this one. This is by default, it is on, and if you don't like it, you can off this one. Then the improving the data source experience will not be available in that particular views. So this is about debugging the published app. In the upcoming videos, we'll discuss how we can debug the Power Apps. And once you have some data and you are trying to fetch or you are trying to update the data, and if you are getting some errors, you don't know where the exact error is happening, and you want to debug that published app, then you have to use this one. Then there is a monitoring section. From there you can see the things. The next one is automatically create a environmental variables when adding data sources. This is actually most important when we are working with the Power App solutions. When you deployed your solution your app as a solution, and then when you want to move that into the production, that time you want to change the data connections. This is most important. So we'll discuss about the solutions once we create the solutions, and we'll discuss about what is exactly the environmental variables and what is the advantage with this. We'll discuss in that particular video. And now we'll come back this, and we have display things. We'll discuss that one also once we check this icon thing. Now we are done with the changes. You don't need to save, just it will save automatically. Now we need to save the app. Come back, and now when I click this save, here we have save option. Okay, done. So if you want to share, you can, or otherwise leave like that. Go back to the Power Apps homepage, go to the apps. In the apps, you can able to see your app and select this one. Directly you can click this one, or you can click play option. When you click play, you can see the background color. Now it is loading. I'm expecting the icon should be here, but when it is loading, the icon is not showing up there. It's trying to getting data. If it is not displayed, we need to change the things in the app. Otherwise we can come back here, go back and try to run this one. Now no items to display. Select the farm. I think we missed out that farm, and it is in edit mode. Change to new and then try to run. Now we can able to see. That's it. And then go to file and try to save it. Close this app again. Come back and refresh this page. Now try to click this one. Now it is trying to load, and you can see that icon, star icon, and now it is open. Still it is trying to getting the data. I don't know why it is taking some more time, because we just have a data connection of SharePoint, and it just has to get the data from the SharePoint source. I think it will take time. Meanwhile, we'll discuss about other things. Now come back. We just saw that settings from there, and also we have the settings from here also. When you click that settings, it will open like this. And if you don't like these icons, for example, we have couple of icons which is provided by Microsoft, but I don't like it. I want to utilize my own icon, my company logo I want to use. So for that, here we have another option called add image. When we click this add image, and then it will give you an option to add your own image. Now I'm selecting this. I can able to see this icon here, and I want to change this background. We'll change that background to light green, so it looks somewhat better now. So we inserted our own icon, and the background color we changed it to something else. Then close this one and try to save this app. So it is saved and still getting data. We'll see that a bit later. Now we'll publish this one. Okay, now it's published. Come back, close this one, refresh this. Okay, we can able to see the icon which is appearing here. If you click this one, now it's loading with some background color, and see the logo is not appeared yet. maybe the changes are not saved. It is saved here, but still it is showing some. See, now the icon is coming here. First that icon is coming, and again another icon which we inserted initially, that is coming there. I don't know why this is still getting data. Maybe it will take some more time to get the data. Okay, come back. We'll see the other settings. For that, go to settings, click display. Now when you click this display related settings, you can able to see what settings we have, like this. So select the screen size and orientation for your app. Now the orientation is portrait and you want to change to landscape, you can able to change the landscape. And if you want to change it to portrait, you can able to change the portrait. And coming back to the scale to fit, scale the app to fit available space, and turning this off, allow control layout adjust to the available space. Now see, scale the app to fit available space, which means if you have some more available space on your device and it will fit to that space. If you off this one, and that control layout adjust to the available space, that will adjust to the available space. So for that you have to on and off. The next one is aspect ratio. The aspect ratio is something like that your app have some aspect ratio. If some height is increased, then automatically the width will increase. If you off this one, you can able to adjust your height and width will not change. If you want to adjust your width, the height will not change. So that is about the aspect ratio. If you make it on, then if you increase the height, the width will increase, and if you decrease the height, the width will decrease. So this is about the lock orientation. Then the locking the orientation, what happens if you rotate your screen? If you rotate your screen, and then your app will not rotate. If you want to unlock it, if you unlock it, then if you rotate it, the app also will rotate based on the device. So which means, example, if it is in a portrait, you are seeing in a portrait mode, and if you rotate your device, the app will not change. So that is about this lock orientation. So these are the display settings. For example, if I change this to like this and then close, now you can able to see this one. And we'll come back here and then scale to fit and then close it. It's not changed, but you can able to see this. Come back to settings, display, and off. Okay, so we'll discuss about this one. First, if you off it, then the aspect ratio, for example, if you increase or decrease the height of this form, will not change the remaining one. See, this both are showing 640, 640. For example, if I change to 800, now see, this is not changed. Okay, if you decrease this one to 600, and will not affect on this. So that is about that. Coming back to this, off, and then change this one to portrait and then click apply. Now it looks good. We'll adjust this one. Okay, so fine, click save and then publish video, and then come back, close this one, try to open. Okay, now our app icon is coming, now the data also coming. So initially, so when we try to open this one, the data connection is not established and the app is not able to open at that moment. It's not reached SharePoint, I think, so that's why it's not open. Now it is opening here. So that is about the Power App settings, how you can work with this app icons, and also how to work with the display related information. So that is about the Power App setting. Thanks for watching my video.